Hi, I'm Gary Blankenship, and I am the Forensic Science Criminal Justice Advisor Instructor here at Central Carolina Community College. Sometimes students, when they come in here, they have this idea of what forensics is. They usually see the shows on television, like Forensic Files or Criminal Minds or CSI and those kind of things. Some things that I would like to teach them is a little bit of the realism, the more practical side of it, instead of the Hollywood side of it. Sometimes you might have an interest, but you're not quite sure. Well, the good thing about our program is we have a certificate. Students learn a lot of things in the forensic science program. We teach courses called trace evidence, which deals with very minute evidence like hairs, fibers, sometimes footwear impressions, those kind of things. They learn investigative principles, just overall types of ways that law enforcement actually uses to catch people who are committing crime. We have basically two classes on friction ridge analysis, and that's fingerprints. And so you're going to learn everything you want to know about fingerprints, from obviously learning how to collect them through physical and chemical processes to comparing them, understanding how the automated fingerprint identification system works. Then there's a class called crime scene processing, which I set up mock crime scenes. I grouped them into 4 or 5 people per group, and I set up 3 crime scenes, and they processed it with searching for evidence, photographing, sketching the scene, collecting and packaging the evidence, and then they would maintain a chain of custody for it, which is you have to keep up with where evidence is. You can't lose control where the evidence is, and then there's forms to fill out about, okay, what are you going to do with the evidence? Are you going to send it to the laboratory? And if so, then what kind of analysis are you requesting for this piece of evidence? And so what I try to do is to teach them the real practical aspects of it. It's not all about what you see on the CSI shows. They got 40 minutes to catch a crook, but they don't show the real aspects of it. Wearing a suit, putting the goggles on, the gloves, and all that kind of stuff. So I try to add the realism of what it's really going to feel like out here in the field when it's cold, when it's hot. They still have to wear these, and it's not always the most comfortable work. So I try to bring that realism to the classroom for sure.